Once upon a time, in a quiet village near a vast forest, there lived a young man named Aaron. He was a kind soul, curious about life, but his mind was never still. Every morning, Aaron woke up already tired, not because of work, but because of his own thoughts. His head was always full, worries about money, memories of old mistakes, fears of what tomorrow might bring. Sometimes, even when the birds sang and the sun shone, he couldn't feel it. It was as if his mind was a room packed with noise, no space for peace to enter. One day, unable to bear the heaviness anymore, Aaron visited an old craftsman in the village. People said the man once built temples in the city, but had retired to live a simple life, carving wooden bowls and bells. He was known not just for his hands, but for his calm. When Aaron arrived, the craftsman was sitting under a banyan tree, quietly sanding a wooden bowl. His movements were slow, rhythmic, peaceful, like someone in conversation with silence itself. "Master," Aaron said softly, "my mind is always full. I can't stop thinking. I read books, I try to meditate, but the thoughts never end. I just want my mind to be quiet, even for a moment." The craftsman looked at him kindly. He picked up a small clay pot beside him and handed it to Aaron. "Go to the river," he said, "and bring me a pot of clean water." Aaron nodded and left. When he returned, the pot was full, and the water sparkled under the sunlight. The craftsman looked at it and smiled. Then he said, "Now pour more water in." Aaron frowned. "But it's already full. If I pour more, it will spill." The craftsman looked into his eyes. "Exactly," he said softly. "Your mind is like this pot. It's too full, full of worries, fears, and things you cannot control. There's space for peace to flow in." Aaron lowered his head. "Then how do I empty it?" The craftsman stood, brushed the dust off his robe, and said, "Follow me." They walked together to the river. The air smelled of wet earth and fresh leaves. The old man pointed to the water flowing endlessly downstream. "Sit here," he said, "and watch the river." Aaron sat down. At first, his thoughts raced. "This is pointless. I have work to do. Why am I just sitting here?" But he stayed. The old man spoke quietly. "You see how the river flows? It never holds on to anything. Not leaves, not branches, not even dirt. When something falls in, it carries it away without resistance. That is how you must be. Let thoughts come, let them go. Don't collect them." Aaron watched in silence. For the first time, he noticed how the sunlight danced on the surface, how the water curved around stones without fighting them. The sound of the current slowly replaced the noise inside him. Minutes passed, then hours. The old man finally asked, "What do you see?" Aaron whispered, "I see the river, but I also see my mind. It's been holding too many things, as if afraid to let go. But when I stop trying to control it, everything becomes lighter, quieter." The craftsman nodded. He dipped his hand into the river and scooped a bit of water into the air. "Can you grasp it?" he asked. Aaron reached out, but the water slipped through his fingers. The old man smiled. "Peace is like this water. The tighter you hold, the faster it escapes. Empty your hands, and it will flow naturally." Aaron sat quietly, feeling the truth of those words. He realized that all this time, he had been fighting his thoughts, judging, fearing, resisting, instead of letting them pass like leaves on the river. The sun began to set. The craftsman rose and said, "Remember, Aaron, you cannot fill an already full pot. You cannot calm a river by stirring it, and you cannot find peace by chasing it. Empty your mind, and peace will find you." Aaron bowed deeply. He looked once more at the river, the water moving endlessly, freely, beautifully. Something inside him finally loosened. He walked home slowly, not hurrying, not thinking, just feeling the soft ground beneath his feet. That night, for the first time in years, Aaron slept peacefully. And when he woke the next morning, he didn't rush to fix the world. He simply sat by his window, breathed deeply, and watched the sunlight spill across his hands, knowing that the river within him was flowing again. And maybe that's the lesson we all need to remember. Peace doesn't come from running away from the world. It comes from learning how to live within it, with a quiet heart and an empty mind. When we stop chasing, when we stop holding on too tightly, life begins to flow again, just like the river. If this story touched something inside you, take a moment to breathe, to let go, and to be here right now. And if you'd like more stories like this, stories that remind you to slow down, to think deeper, and to find calm in the chaos, make sure to subscribe to the Growth Valley. Because sometimes the journey to peace begins with a single quiet story.